7 things that all narcissistic people do. One of the first of these is their grandiosity. They have an inflated sense of self-worth, which encourages them to seek that excessive validation and admiration from those around them, all while undermining those around them. So they can go with that grandiose, where they exaggerate and lie about stories about themselves, turn up the charismatic charm to gain the attention and praise and validation, or they can go for the victim plays of how they're hard done to and nobody has ever suffered as badly as them. However, they lack the empathy to care for other people's suffering. A lack of empathy is another thing that all narcissistic people display. They prioritize themselves before all others, unless by prioritizing another it makes them look good. They have a complete disregard for how their behavior affects other people, just how the perceptions from other people might affect the illusion they're trying to sell to those around them. They're incredibly manipulative with that charismatic charm and the guilt trips and the emotional blackmail and playing the victim to exploit people and exploit situations so they can get their own needs met. They go all out to seek attention, again, either via that grandiosity or via playing the victim. So they can come on strong with the self-promotion and the exaggeration about just how incredible of a person they are, or the victim of just how hard done to they've been. They will go all out to monopolise the conversation, share good news with them, they've done better, share bad news with them, they've suffered worse. They have no respect for other people's boundaries. They can sort of do it in a way where they say, oh, I didn't mean to offend you, but then they do it again and again and again and again, and it just doesn't seem to compute within their mind because they lack the empathy, so they have no respect for your boundaries whatsoever. They're just looking to get their own way. They have a very fragile self-esteem. They strive to maintain the illusion that they're selling to those around them. However, any perceived criticism, constructive feedback triggers a narcissistic injury, which leads to narcissistic rage, and they do not take responsibility for their behaviour. They shift the blame over to other people because they lack the accountability. They refuse to take responsibility. Instead, they shift the blame so that they can get away with their behaviour, and they turn on that grandiosity or that charismatic charm or the victim plays in order to get away with their behaviour.